I gotta say, these conversations are getting more and more difficult.
No one's forcing you to talk to me.
No, but I feel an obligation to say something. To make sure you're okay. Look, I'm not here to say I told you so, but since we last spoke, you've lost your title. That was a direct consequence of you taking things too far.
Let me guess. But it's not too late to change.
It's not. And if you decide to make that change, I'll be waiting to support you the entire way. You have my word.
You can keep it.
I told you I'd be ready. That was a hell of a win we just pulled off.
We? Let's not get carried away. I did most of the work out there.
Still, I think we might be on to something. I've heard that we're next in line for a shot at the tag titles.
I'm focused on the WWE Championship.
Why not both? Imagine having a title belt on each shoulder. That is, if you're on board.
Actually, I'm not on board, Hector.
Okay. We can put off the tag title match.
Stop saying we. I'm not on board with going after the tag titles because I'm not on board with you. I am sick and tired of carrying you around everywhere I go like some kind of parasite, sucking every ounce of success out of my veins. Do you think I forgot that you cost me my United States title? With where I'm headed, I can't afford to have you hold me back anymore.
I was the only one who stuck around at your wrestling school. I dealt the deciding blow that set us on this path. Then I helped you terrorize SmackDown. I sold my soul for you. I thought that meant something.
That's the difference between you and I, Hector. You think I know. And I know I am done with you.
Yeah? Well, I know you'll pay for this someday. Karma's coming.
We'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna do what I came back for, and that's win the WWE Championship. Without you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest WWE champion of the 21st century.
That's right. And I will be champion again now that I've broken every branch of the bloodline family tree. Not to mention dropping that dead weight Hector Flores. You guys pay the electric bill, Saxton? Anyway, I'm not talking about Hector ever again. He's the past. And what I want to talk about is the future. Me beating Braun Breaker for the... What the...
We're here. You've damned yourself, turning your back on the light. Now, the darkness is coming.
We're gonna wrap things up.
Just think, in a different timeline, you and me are talking trash to each other about our upcoming tag team championship match.
I'm living in this timeline.
Oh, I know. After you and your little minion managed to steal one from the Usos, all anyone was talking about was, oh no, the New Day must be shaking in their boots. Instead, look at you now.
You should be counting your blessings that I dropped, Hector.
I bet Hector's counting his blessings now that the Wyatt Six are after you.
Come on, you don't believe in all that smoke and mirrors.
Looked like you believed at the press conference. You left the business to become a big movie star, only to throw it all away because your ego demanded a comeback the Wyatts are about to bury 6 feet deep.
I'm not afraid of the Wyatt Six.
Not yet. See you around. If the Wyatts don't see you first.
You wanted to talk?
No, I want answers. What are you going to do about the Wyatt Six?
What do you expect me to do? Use my special Wyatt 6 hotline to give Uncle Howdy a jingle and ask him to take it easy on the archetype?
I expect you to do your job. Your top act just got ambushed at a press conference.
My top act? Is that what you think you are? All you have managed to accomplish since darkening my doorstep is bullying the weak, attacking a legend, and kicking the one person who had any respect for you to the curb.
Fine. So how about you trade me to Raw? The only reason I returned to this cesspool of a company was to get my WWE Championship back from Braun Breaker. And I can't do that here.
I'm afraid running away is not an option.
Then put me in some matches and I'll show the entire world I don't run away from anything. Including some cheap scare tactics from the Wyatts.
Remember, I have no control over what happens in this one.
That feels like a setup.
A man whose comeback came with a cost. The former archetype.
And after that surprise attack, I'm wondering if they are going to be able to continue.
I really hope so. I know we're looking forward to this one. Otis has been looking forward to this match.
What I like about Otis is he's got that deceptive power. You look at Otis and just see a cannonball with arms and legs, but let me tell you, he can pick you up and throw you around like nothing.
That's also how Otis has won over the WWE Universe. He never ceases to surprise people.
Now what?
The Wyatt Six are a shadow the archetype can't outrun.
Uncle Howdy is in the ring.
He knew this was going to happen, and boy, was he prepared.
Kick gets caught.
Ever see a tree trunk play to the crowd? Well, you have now.
Bam! Take it, that big boot. Oh, man.
Knees up. Knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that counter.
Kick to the gut, man.
Ooh, brutal forearm.
Got out of the way of that one.
Oh, knee to the jaw. And Otis looked outsmarted.
Sure, he's not 100%, but he'll be all right. He just needs to focus on the task at
Maybe not, maybe not. He gets the shoulder up in two.
Just the slightest bit of hesitation in the cover could have been all the difference there.
Oh, the moonsault connects.
Otis sidesteps. Oh man, what a boot!
Uh-oh, forearm gonna cut off the wind. Guillotine applied.
You can tell that's locked in deep.
Every second for him is agonizing pain.
That's it. That's a tap.
Here is your winner,
The archetype ability to tap into his darker side might have been the difference here tonight.
It is hard to face off against someone who...
I know you're trying to ignore any outside forces, so good luck. Just
That feels like a setup. Give me another match.
The former hero returns with a whole new attitude.
Here comes the new head of the table. And his opponent.
Here we go, starting things off like a couple of old school heavy hitters.
They're separated now, but you best believe this whole match is gonna be like that.
Yeah, just a slugfest from these two. That's what we're about to see.
A hard knee to the face. Solo avoids impact.
Oh, he flipped.
Joe Gacy is here. The Wyatt Six are stalking the archetype.
It's only a matter of time before they catch their prey. And in a submission match, it's key for a superstar to focus on a specific body part and really just go to work on it.
Very true, but it's not just that. You have to be willing to exploit every possible weakness you can find to make your opponent eventually
Taking flight.
Diving foot stomp.
Brutal. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Ooh.
Catches the kick.
Bag and screw leg whip. He's able to dodge that one.
a vicious boot. Boom. Landing the crossbody.
It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
A submission match is all about wearing down your opponent, and this...
Uh-oh, forearm's gonna cut off the wind. Guillotine applied. This is a sight that's hard to believe, even though we're seeing it, Cole. Could Solo submit?
Yeah, he submits. He taps out.
Here is your winner,
Say what you want about the shift in attitude. This version of the archetype gets results.
Yeah, but let's see how many bridges he's willing to burn before it catches up to him. If it ever does.
Remember, I have no control over what happens in this one.
It's a man who continues to show us his skill and his darker side.
Oh, baby, the heat is on. Jab, jab, jab.
Starting things off with a good old Donnybrook certainly set the tone here.
A lot of intensity, a lot of passion. You can really feel the heat. Had Miz's playbook scouted. Misses the target. Countering that offense.
Off the rope. Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
He just saved himself there.
Caught with a lariat. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. These two trading one blow after another. A reversal.
Now what?
The Riot Six are a shadow the archetype can outrun.
Uncle Howdy is in the ring.
Running right into an attack. Not going to let him interfere.
Not letting anyone interfere with his business here.
Uncle Howdy put a stop to that. Legs caught.
Series of reversals. Rolling out now. He's getting out of there for a little bit. Buying some time to recover.
Fires back with a crucial elbow.
Oof, right to the breadbasket.
An early pin attempt. And he kicks out.
Still too fresh.
Oof, fully adding insult to injury there.
The disrespect can be tasted in their mouth. Followed up by another to the chest.
able to slip out of that situation.
Counters into that arm drag. Wow.
Stalking him now. He could be looking to put him away. Kick to the gut, and Miz has his opponent hooked. DDT.
This is why the Miz gets away. This could be it. It could end right here.
And a kick out at only one.
How is there anything left in the tank right now?
He saw that. Stunner! And it could be all over for Miz.
He manages to kick out. What strength.
Miz is still in this. You can never count the Miz out.
How draining was that? Can it be done again? Can that maneuver be summoned at least one more time?
From the first bell, these men have been unleashing on each other.
Neither one of them holding back. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? Looking for the victory. A defiant kick out after one.
He might have used everything he had left to kick out there.
DDT. Solid contact from The Miz. He's definitely been worn down a little.
When the Miz's attacks are that lined up, he can stop you dead in your tracks. Bam!
Slips out of the way.
Oh, God! Knee meets face.
And he gets set back into the ring. He's got the shoulders down. This is it. Quick count out after one.
The adrenaline is pumping. And when it's pumping, man, you do whatever you want to kick out of pins like that. Ooh!
Fighting back against Miz.
Spear. Boom!
I can hardly hear myself think. They're bringing the house down tonight.
Uh-oh, Forearm gonna cut off the wind. Guillotine applied. The neck just being wrenched away at. Believe this hold feels even worse than it looks. There it is, tapping out. Here is your winner,
The Archetype just tore through this match, focused, fearless, and without mercy.
Or remorse, Cole. That wasn't just a win. That was a warning. Do you need something, Truth?
I'd like not to be smacked by a shovel. I probably didn't make that clear last time.
I'm a little preoccupied with other business to waste my time on you.
That's good to hear. Wait a second. Are you a ghost? Because if you are, legally you have to tell me.
Do I look like a ghost?
I don't know. I never seen one. That's why I had to ask. But you're getting messed with by the Wyatt Six, so I don't know what kind of supernatural stuff you've got going on.
The Wyatt Six have not turned me into a ghost.
That's good. Being a ghost would be hard. You wouldn't be able to pick up your sandwiches. That's probably why ghosts never have picnics. What were we talking about again?
The Wyatt Six.
Why would you bring them up? Now I'm going to have nightmares. One time, I sat in the chair that Uncle Howdy was eyeing, and that night, a strange man was standing in my bathroom. It was just my reflection in the mirror. But still, I learned my lesson. You don't mess with the Wyatts.
Well, they messed with me, and they have no idea who they're dealing with.
No, dog. They know exactly who they're dealing with. You think this is just mind games? They're trying to balance something. After everything you did to me and Rashiki and Jamie Uso, you brought this on yourself.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid.
That's cool, but you will be. Can you go stand somewhere not next to me for a little while?
The Wyatt Six have been interfering in every one of my matches. This is an unsafe work environment.
It is the height of irony that you would complain about the safety of WWE superstars after you literally attacked a legend in his home with a shovel.
I had my reasons.
And the Wyatt Six have their reasons for what they're doing to you.
I didn't do a single thing to them.
Well, you've done plenty. You announced your arrival on my show by breaking a man's arm. You assaulted Rikishi. You abandoned your partner. Again and again, you have gone out of your way to do the wrong thing in order to prove some kind of point.
You want to blame the victim? Fine. If you are incapable of taking care of the Wyatt Six, I'll do it myself.
Tangaloa has his work cut out for him tonight with a bizarre Joe Gacy.
I do not see how someone starts following Uncle Howdy when you end up looking like, oh!
The archetype from behind. What a cowardly attack.
Cowardly? Have you seen the way the Wyatt Six have been harassing this man? Gacy and the rest of these freaks deserve everything he gives them.
What is Adrian Butler doing? This isn't a match. It's an assault.
The Wyatts have been interfering in the archetype's business for weeks. It's about time they face some consequences for their actions.
Are you kidding me, Wade? The Wyatt Six are the consequences, and it's time the archetype paid.
Caught the leg.
A chain of reversals here, every motion getting cut off. Diamond plated steel coming at you.
Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. He's ready to put that chair to use.
Reversal on top of reversal.
Oh, that knee rocked him. Catches the leg. Where's line? And he heads back into the ring.
headed out of the ring now. Throwing hands with such tremendous force.
Massive miscalculation on that one. Uh-oh.
Gacy taking him by surprise.
Counters on counters, technical prowess on display.
Oh, and an uppercut.
Might have lost a tooth.
Oh, man.
Able to avoid that one.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Gacy's caught.
Clothesline!
Off with their head.
Oh, back first. This could be it. He could be putting him away here.
What reflexes to stop Gacy?
Potentially debilitating blow to the back. He's getting back to his feet, but is there fight left?
Gacy able to get out of the way.
These two are really giving it their all here and now, yet somehow, I have a strong feeling they've still got more to unleash. Now with kendo stick in hand, he's become even more dangerous. There's blood in the water now, he better be careful.
He better start moving quick.
Yeah, I got a feeling our announce desk is going to be long for this world. Up the rope he goes.
Escaped just in time. That is a long trip down for nothing but bruises and possibly broken bones.
This is what could happen when you take such...
Oh, what a stunner.
Bad spot for Gacy.
And this one is over.
The archetype just told the Wyatt Six that the hunters have become the hunted.
But what's he going to do if he catches them?
Uncle Howdy! I'd say we can call you the Wyatt Five now, but I lost count of all you weirdos years ago. However many of you are left, Joe Gacy isn't one of them. If he wasn't knocked out cold right now, he'd tell you that I'm not afraid of your smoke, or your mirrors, or your dumb Halloween masks. You freaks are just rungs on my ladder back to the top. I don't know if you picked my name out of your stupid hat, Howdy, but that was the biggest mistake you've ever made. Next week, SmackDown, you and me. Let's finish this. I am not running from you. You should be running from me.
The passion of the archetype is at hand. Or maybe it's a crucible. What do you think?
I think I'm surprised you and the rest of your sideshow showed your faces before I expose you in front of all your fireflies tonight.
Exposed. What we see in others is what lives within ourselves. You're lured away by the siren song of Hollywood fame. But pride comes before the fall. When you fail, the truth stares back at you in the mirror.
I'm not one of your pet psychos. You can't get in my head.
You don't see it, do you? We're already there, playing with all the broken pieces.
I have a surprise for you. The only thing breaking tonight is you.
That would be a surprise, but not as big as the one coming your way. Your fate is already sealed. Soon, you'll see.
The archetype called out Uncle Howdy tonight. He might live to regret it. A hush just fell over this arena. Uncle Howdy is here.
I don't envy the archetype right now. Look, I've been doing this a long time, and Howdy is one of the most disturbing people I've seen in this business.
Never underestimate the archetype. Uncle Howdy might think he's some kind of retribution, but he's in there with a future first ballot Hall of Famer.
The archetype's day of reckoning has arrived. Demanding a match with Uncle Howdy is a whole lot different than actually standing across the ring from him.
The archetype looked like the dog caught in the car. Man has no idea what to do with it.
Do not underestimate the archetype. If Uncle Howdy does, all the smoke and mirrors in the world won't save him from looking up at the lights when this match is over. All's fair in love and war, gentlemen. I saw nothing but effective offense.
Rolling elbow right on the mark.
Ripped in the hard way.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here.
Bringing the battle back into the ring.
Lobbing you to the pin. Can he get him here? He's able to kick out before two.
There's plenty of fight left in him. Great in-ring IQ on display there. Uncle Howdy got out of the way.
Incoming.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Tying up the legs now.
Oh, looking for the surfboard.
Oh, and a face crusher.
And he fends off the attack.
Get this back into the ring now.
Beautiful arm wringer applied.
Oh, by a lariat right to the face. Placed against the turnbuckles.
Oh! Kicked right in the stomach. A hard-driven boot to the stomach there. Oh! Managed to make a well-timed kick to the gut. Ooh! Oh!
Stiff kick.
Quick escape from danger. Slowly rising, but he won't like what he's met with.
Choke slam! Rolling elbow right on the mark.
What a counter! Looking helpless right now.
High-level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Finds the advantage after a string of counters.
Oh, my goodness.
Got those ready. He lands hard.
Rolling elbow right on the mark.
He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up till now.
Another reminder that the longer this match goes on, the harder things are going to get.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
It suddenly got a lot more dangerous over here. Well, time to get out of Dodge as our announce desk is assuredly not long for this world. Into the unforgiving barricade.
Uncle Howdy holds him off.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Uh-oh. Boom! Scorpion death drop. Pin-tap, here it is.
That's it. The blood and sweat put into this match, well worth it. Demanding a match with Uncle Howdy is a whole lot different than actually standing across the ring from him.
The archetype looked like the dog caught in the car. Man has no idea what to do with it.
Do not underestimate the archetype. If Uncle Howdy does, all the smoke and mirrors in the world won't save him from looking up at the lights when this match is over.
Oh, strong impact. Oh my gosh.
Caught with the elbow.
Managed to get out of harm's way.
He counters with a great reversal.
Rolling elbow right on the mark.
When the archetype turned his back on the WWE Universe and embraced the darkness, he found the Wyatt Six waiting for him and now has to overcome Uncle Howdy. Using the forearm to their advantage. That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport.
My God, enough!
He goes for the cover. And that'll about do it, folks. Demanding a match with Uncle Howdy is a whole lot different than actually standing across the ring from him.
The archetype looks like the dog caught the car. Man has no idea what to do with it.
Do not underestimate the archetype. If Uncle Howdy does, all the smoke and mirrors in the world won't save him from looking up at the lights when this match is over.
Stops the kick.
Finds some payback with their own reversal. Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Oh, man.
Howdy's attack gets reversed. Oh, kick right to the face. When the archetype turned his back on the WWE Universe and embraced the darkness, he found the Wyatt Six waiting for him and now has to overcome Uncle Howdy.
Driving the knee between the ribs.
Uncle Howdy getting worked on right now.
Uncle Howdy has to weather a storm here.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
And he's taking this to the outside now.
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Oh, with authority.
Looking for a little bit of high risk here.
From the top. Oh, compressing them with a splash.
Oh, strong impact. And slides back into the ring. And now he's going to the top rope.
First up top. We can see a count out here. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
And he comes in under the ropes now. Launched right out of the ring. I bet performing on SmackDown gives even world-class competitors a little bit of nerves.
Absolutely. You always want to deliver whenever you are inside that SmackDown ring.
Neckbreaker! Ouch. And he's looking out of sorts now.
But I don't think this is anything to panic about just yet.
Daphne LaShawn with the count.
What's going on here?
Where is Uncle Howdy?
And who is that freak referee?
It's like the archetype is looking into a carnival mirror of himself.
That's Hector Flores. That's the archetype's former partner.
Look out!
Sister Abigail!
Not again.
What is happening?
Uncle Howdy with the most bizarre victory I've ever seen.
Was that even official?
I don't think that this is the last the Archetype has seen of his former ally and Uncle Howdy's newest follower.
The weak, the weary, the abandoned, and the betrayed. It was you, Archetype. It was you who delivered our new brother to us. Tonight, Hector Flores has been reborn. Because now he wears a new mask. The mask of a beautiful black butterfly, spreading his wings, letting his shadow fall over you. You wanted the dark. It wanted you too. Welcome home.
Did you know? Did you know?
That your former partner joined up with the Wyatt Six? Absolutely not. But I'm not surprised either.
What's that supposed to mean?
You took a kid who worshipped you to the precipice of the best moment of his career, only to cast him aside with barely a word? You had to know he'd go looking for another mentor.
Hector Flores was a parasite, stealing glory while I did all the work. He wasn't worth my time. But now, he and the Wyatts are costing me matches, and I want you to do something about it!
I made the match you wanted, and you lost. What else would you have me do?
Finally pull the trigger on trading me to Raw.
Other than that, if you want an excuse to run away from Hector and the Wyatts for a shot at Braun Breaker, you can try qualifying for the Rumble, like everyone else.
How am I supposed to qualify for the Rumble when I can't get through a match without the Carnival coming to town?
That sounds like a you problem. And as the GM of SmackDown, I have a long enough list of me problems already.
Okay, try this on. The hell with you. The hell with the Rumble, and the hell with the Wyatt Six. I'm going back to my wrestling school. If they want to take a shot at me, let's see how they do without all the WWE special effects.
Well, that just solved one of my me problems. Best of luck.
What are you doing here, Heyman?
So aggressive. You know why I'm here. Business. WWE Championship business. The kind of business you used to be in a long, long time ago.
That's the only business I'm in.
It looks to me like you're playing an entirely different game. Something with ghosts and ghouls and goblins. Are you really going to take a walk right before the Royal Rumble?
Don't you worry. Braun will get his sooner or later. The Wyatts and Hector are just a speed bump.
A speed bump or an exit ramp? Because I just heard the archetype is tucking his tail between his legs and running away from his problems. Deja vu all over again.
I'm not running away from anything. This is just strategic withdrawal.
I was wrong about you all those years ago. You never had it in you to be a Paul Heyman guy because you don't have the balls.
Tell me that after the next time I face Braun. Hector?
I knew you'd come here. You have to think you're in control.
I am. Take that ridiculous thing off your face.
This is the face that you gave me.
I am not the villain here. I helped you when you were nobody, when you were nothing. I gave you a hand up, and this is how you repay me?
After Braun buried you, I taught you to embrace the underground. We struck down mortals and legends with your wicked spade. You cast me aside like a broken tool.
So you got sad and ran away to join a cult? You're weak. That's why I dumped you. Weak and stupid. Did you really think you could come into my house and threaten me?
Your house? This is not your house. One, two, that's three. Ring the bell.
Adam? How did you get here?
Through the door? What is with you?
Did you see any of that?
All I see is a guy standing by himself in a wrestling school without any students. What happened to you?
It's the Wyatts and Hector. They're coming after me, and they...
Stop. Just stop. This isn't about the Wyatt Six. It's not about Hector. This is about you. You went after Jay's dad, man. With a freaking shovel. That's not you.
It was the match with Braun. That match, that humiliation, I can't get it out of my head. It eats, and it eats, and it eats me alive. All I see when I close my eyes is Heyman and Braun looking down at me. So I went down into the dark, just like Uncle Howdy said. Now it's too late to get out.
It's not. It never is. But you have to make the choice right here and right now. A choice about the legacy you want to leave in this business and in this world. And this could be the last chance. You have to decide what kind of person you are.
I know exactly who I am. Oh, that's right. Go back to WWE. Tell Heyman, tell Braun, you tell them all. I'm coming for them.
Before you say a word, I have a limited amount of time and an even more limited amount of patience for you. If it were up to me, you'd already be suspended.
Well, it looks like you've been overruled, because I'm still here taking up your precious time.
Yes, time I should be using to welcome the man who actually won the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. A superstar who clawed his way back with grit, not temper tantrums. That's where my energy's going. Not into cleaning up after whatever meltdown you've got brewing this week.
Got it. I'll save the chaos for after the Cody Rhodes celebration.
Look, for some unfathomable reason, Hunter and the board feel like, despite the fact that you attacked a general manager, that I'm supposed to give you another chance. So this is your chance. Keep the chaos off my show, and maybe you make it to WrestleMania without burning this bridge down too.
Oh, I'll be at WrestleMania, in the main event, taking the title off Braun Breaker.
Well, between us, I've got it on very good authority that Cody Rhodes is announcing he's facing Braun at WrestleMania. So I'd suggest tempering your delusions.
I'd suggest you remember what I do to GMs who get in my way.
I don't like where this conversation is going. So I will say this, and then you will leave my office. You are opening SmackDown in a match against LA Knight. Be good, follow the rules, and keep the chaos off my show.
Sir, yes, sir.
Here comes a man who has sent a message to every authority figure in WWE.
Now here's someone ready to storm into a fight. First one to enter, last one to leave.
And his opponent, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, LA Knight!
The megastar is shining bright tonight. Yeah, LA Knight is ready. This version of the archetype does not wrestle with guilt. He wrestles to win. And that makes him dangerous.
You can be dangerous without losing who you are. That line he crossed with Pierce might be the one he can't come back from.
This match with LA Knight won't define his legacy, but it might tell us how far he's willing to fall.
Well-thrown fist finds its mark.
Back input from these competitors.
Arm wringer applied and leg lariat with the arm wrench. Very nice.
Flying in like a missile.
Gets the knees up, incredible wherewithal.
Watch your back, boy.
He kicks out before 3.
Oh, and he struggled to get out of that pin.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Oh, unexpectedly kicked in the face.
Vicious knee to the face. The former archetype is looking to make a statement, but we're not sure what kind of statement he's looking to make.
Go driver!
Moonsault. So much for being his game. Knight perhaps leaning too much on his charisma and not enough on what he's doing in the ring.
Early goings, you're gonna take a few lumps. No doubt he knew that coming into this one.
When you're a part of the blue brand, you know you have to bring it each and every time you step into the ring.
And now, Knight is getting beaten down.
This can't be how Knight envisioned this fight going.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
Well, that there is going to cost them the fall.
What the hell was that DQ out there? I didn't want to give you a second chance. I was told to. And you just made the entire board look like fools for pushing me into it.
You told me to be a good soldier. You should have realized I'm a general.
And yet here you are, causing chaos instead of leading anything. You think there won't be consequences? That you're above the system? You're not. You're in it. And now you're mine to deal with.
Then deal with me. Just don't be surprised when the system breaks trying to hold me down.
You're not as invincible as you think. Cody Rhodes didn't need to break the rules or burn bridges. He earned his WrestleMania shot the right way. That's why he'll be out there in the spotlight. And you're in here making excuses.
Well, well. The great comeback continues, I'll admit. I thought maybe you'd finally found that missing gear, that killer instinct that turns contenders into champions.
Funny, I was thinking the same thing about you. Thought you finally learned not to underestimate me.
I don't underestimate you. I understand you. You run hot. You talk big. You make noise. But when it matters most, you crumble. Like a forgotten statue years past its relevancy. That's why you're watching your shot vanish into thin air while Cody Rhodes has the chance to write his own ending at WrestleMania.
You almost sound like you're rooting for him.
Oh, Cody Rhodes is going to lose at WrestleMania to my client Braun Breaker. But he'll do it under the lights in the main event, with the world chanting his name and singing his song. And you will be back here, still trying to figure out how the story moved on without you.
I don't need a spotlight to shine, Paul. I'm the damn fire. And this fire will keep burning until I get my shot against Braun.
Sure, face it. While you act out and spiral, the window on your comeback is slamming shut. Late means last archetype, and in this business, last means left behind. Hey, have fun watching Braun and Cody at WrestleMania.
And now the GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, with what we suspect will be an announcement about WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the winner of the Royal Rumble and the man who will main event WrestleMania, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Here we go, Cody Rhodes on SmackDown for the first time since punching his ticket to WrestleMania. Cody is really milking his intro, isn't he?
More than usual.
I don't like the looks of this.
Looks like we had our own Rumble, didn't we, Cody? It doesn't look like we've got a Royal Rumble winner after all. That complicates WrestleMania, doesn't it?
That's enough! You are going to face severe consequences.
What's that, Cody? I should be the next challenger for Braun Breaker? You want me to take your spot?
Cody's got some fight left in him.
I'm afraid you mean hot.
Make the match of this.
You will never get a shot at WrestleMania. You are suspended.
We need medical attention back there immediately. That crossed a major line.
Something tells me the archetype isn't finished crossing lines.
Our thoughts are with Cody Rhodes.
I don't even know where to start. It wasn't enough to attack me? Someone who stood by you? Someone who came to you as a friend? And now Cody? I once thought you were walking a hard road back, but you're just burning the whole trail behind you.
I never asked you to believe in me. That was your choice. Your mistake. I asked for a title. Everything else is noise.
You really think you're better this way, don't you? You're not evolving. You're eroding. And you're too far gone to notice the difference.
Whatever version of me gets Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
Check your phone, idiot. Aldous already made the call. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. Triple threat at Saturday night's main event. Winner gets Braun. That's the WrestleMania main event. Not you.
No, I'm not letting that happen. I clawed my way back, bled for this place, and now I get to watch from the sidelines while they hand out my WrestleMania spot like a party favor? Not happening.
How are you going to manage that? You're not even allowed in the building. Go home and take a hard look in the mirror.
Oh, hey! I don't think we're supposed to be talking since you're suspended. Unless we're just hanging out. In public, where it's safe.
Relax, Troy. I'm not going to kick your ass in an airport. Unless you give me a reason to.
That is wonderfully reassuring.
I need a WWE producer I can trust to keep his mouth shut. You're going to help me.
Fantastic. I love helping. People always say, if you need anything, ask Troy. He can make it happen.
Good. I just need to know the whereabouts of Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton. At all times. When they're coming, when they're going, when they're vulnerable.
Just that, huh? Yeah. I think that's a very interesting request, and I will consider it.
And I'm reconsidering my stance on airport beatings.
Consider it done. That's what I was gonna say. I suppose you want to get started on this as soon as possible.
Let's start with Kevin Owens.
I know I'm going to regret this.
Kevin Owens is looking totally locked in for his match later tonight in what is now a warm-up for the triple threat.
First Cody, now KO? That man's not even supposed to be here.
This suspended superstar has found his way backstage to target one of Braun Breaker's potential WrestleMania opponents.
He might not be on the card, but he is clearly still very much in the picture.
And still very much a problem for everyone at the WWE.
Starting with Kevin Owens.
No one expected a suspended superstar to show up, especially not Kevin Owens.
Stunner on the jaw.
Exposed concrete is just the first hazard you see in this area. There are about 100 ways. Look out! Kidding me!
Oh, flattening the opposition.
Use the ambulance as a launching pad, and boy, did it pay off. And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
Oh, man.
Driven down hard. Oh, wow. KO sidestep stepped. I'll tell you now, I've fought in the parking lots before. It's not a good place to be.
Solid bit of defense on his part there. Whoa! Piling on with the pylon.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Hey guys, I've been here a long time, and I can't tell you how many superstars haven't been the same after a fight through the parking lot.
And a stomp to the gut.
Move!
Ooh, hellacious backstabber.
Counters!
Choke slam!
And fighting in a parking lot seems like a good way to get injured.
Or a good way to cause an injury. It's all a matter of perspective.
Oh, he had that scouted.
A string of counters. He's in a predicament here.
Devastating knee directly to the face. Hope he has a plan climbing that ladder.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna find any safety up there.
He's reached the top, not sure what the plan is now. That is not good. Without a railing, one small step could be catastrophic. No, not from there.
You're in a spotlight, glass and sparks everywhere.
This is a serious situation, Cole. We need to get in some help, and fast.
From the top. I don't don't see them getting up after that. And with...
There you are.
Please, no. I didn't know you were asking me to be a part of a crime spree. When I saw KO on that stretcher, my life and career flashed before my eyes.
Calm down, Troy. Kevin Owens is going to be fine. Eventually. Maybe. Who knows? But you're already in this now.
No. I just pointed you in a direction. Under duress. Let's not forget the under duress part. I was very under a lot of duress.
You were an accomplice. You're already on the ride. You think if anyone finds out you helped me, they'll believe you were innocent?
Yes. If there's one thing people know me for, it's my integrity and... Okay, yeah, you're right. What else do you need me to do?
Good boy. I need you to tell me where I might find Seth Rollins.
You might find him any number of places. Spending time with Becky and the kid, at the dentist, or maybe at NXT next week.
You're turning into a regular right-hand man, Troy.
I really wish you wouldn't do this.
There's an added buzz in the air with Seth Rollins returning home to NXT.
The Archetype with another attack. This man is crossing lines that haven't even been drawn yet.
I don't believe in accidents, man. You take out two title contenders.
Neither superstar giving an inch here.
Alf! This is more like a barroom brawl between these two.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Oh! Somehow still standing, somehow still punching away.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
Rapid fire shots here, neither one backing down. Oh, baby, that was the kill shot.
Getting out of harm's way.
Ouch. Rollins got surprised there. Rollins' NXT homecoming has turned into a nightmare, thanks to the suspended Archetype. Oh, knock your head right off with that knee. Flipped over into an arm drag there. Oof! He's able to counter that.
Jaw-shattering stunner. Oh boy, he's headed up the ambulance ladder now. He's hauled himself up onto that ambulance. I don't know what he's thinking. Oof! Finds a straight shot to the gut to get out of trouble.
Oh man, why is he climbing up the ambulance?
He's climbing to the top of the ladder now. He has to be questioning his own sanity looking down from the ambulance.
Seth retaliates. Jumping knee strike. Lights out. So dangerous, fighting on top of the ambulance like this.
One wrong. Oh, watch out.
Oh, my.
No way. My God.
Just listen to the WWE Universe. They are going wild for this. And averting damage there. Seth turns that away.
Big boot!
Devastating hit from the chair.
Oh, heads up, chair's flying. Who knows what's coming next?
Connects! Saw it coming! Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Evades the attack. Ah, knee right to the mush.
Face, meet knee. And
Into the cart!
and just dumped out of the shopping cart.
Ooh. Go for that big boot. Oh, but we got caught.
Turns them inside out with a dragon screw.
Some quick thinking from him right there.
Boot connects right on target.
Good night! What a stunner! Legs caught!
One response after another, back and forth we go. Oh my gosh, what impact!
Great ducking and dodging there.
Rollins known to be irritating. We're seeing no different now.
Not from up there. That's a pancake now. We just saw a damn human being turned into a pancake.
Indy counters.
Seth left an opening.
Face, meet, knee.
Rollins evades the attack.
Single leg drop kick caught him. Oh, what a boot.
He's able to sidestep out of that.
Boom! A knee right to the face. A sharp thwack with that can lid. My God! Did you hear that chair shot?
Gets out of dodge.
Oh man, big boot right to the cranium, dog.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. It's cinched in. This could be over. Using this submission to weaken the opponent.
Smart strategy.
Looking to free the arm and does just that. Choke slam! I don't see them getting up after that.
You really don't know how to stay gone, do you?
People just don't know how to stay out of my way.
Seth Rollins was supposed to be a special guest referee here tonight to determine the championship match at Stand and Deliver.
And now Seth can't stand or deliver.
When you thought you were too good for NXT a few months ago, that was the best thing to ever happen to me. But at least now the whole world knows the truth, that the Archetype's legacy isn't redemption, it's wreckage.
It's both. Redemption is just wreckage with better PR.
You made your mess on SmackDown. Don't drag it down here. I don't want to see you near my show ever again.
Relax. The last man standing between me and Braun Breaker doesn't go here.
Randy Orton appears unfazed by the speculation that he's next on the Archetype's hit list.
That hit list just struck. The suspension isn't cutting it. This man should be arrested.
He's taken out Owens and Rollins, so it's clear what the suspended superstar's endgame is.
But suspended is the key word, Cole. Does he think if he takes out the entire triple threat, they'll put his name in by default?
He sure seems intent to find out, Booker.
Cuts the attack off. Orton's been the predator for 2 decades, but tonight, he was the prey. Catches the leg.
These two are finding an answer for everything.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
Olsen outthought him that. That puts an end to that, thank goodness.
Catches the boot and now turned into a dragon screw.
Mind games in full effect.
Oh, this is what you get. He had that coming.
He's able to dodge that one in time. Michinoku driver straight down. Ooh, kick right on target.
Choke slam! I don't see them getting up after that. This man is suspended, but somehow has been allowed to speak here on Saturday night's main event.
If you bought a ticket to see a triple threat match here tonight, I'm sorry to tell you that the card is subject to change. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton were standing between me and my destiny. The main event at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis tried to keep me out of this ring, but he doesn't control me. And now that everyone is out of my way, I'm going after Braun Breaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel to the most explosive, athletically gifted force of this generation, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion Braun Breaker. But tonight, I'm here because of you. You take out the competition, stand here, and call it destiny? This isn't destiny. This is desperation. Your last pathetic play. Because you know the only way you could ever be worthy of standing across from my client Braun Breaker is if you were the last man left.
I just have one question. Does he know?
Does he know what?
Does your precious, coddled, oh so special WWE champion know how hard you've been trying to keep me away from him?
What are you talking about?
When I first came back to SmackDown, I was unstoppable. And then here comes Jey Uso. Then Jimmy. Two brothers coming together to come at me. That's the kind of thing that only occurs when someone whispers just loud enough to make real noise. Someone like the wise man. Funny how Hector ended up with the Wyatt Six after I left him behind. They didn't target him at random. Someone pointed them in the direction of a lost soul. Someone who knew exactly what kind of chaos that would unleash. Someone who wanted me trapped in that nightmare while the Royal Rumble came and went. Someone like you.
That is quite the conspiracy theory you've laid out. There's only one problem. It's all completely true. Every twist, every loss, every betrayal, every blindside, every roadblock, that was Paul Heyman. Finding yourself stuck toiling away on SmackDown, far from the WWE champion. That was Paul Heyman. You turned your back on me, so I turned you into my tool. You took out KO, Rollins, Orton, and now my client, Braun Breaker, gets a WrestleMania opponent handpicked by me.
The WWE champion has heard enough.
Braun Breaker is here to get some answers from Paul Heyman.
Braun, there's no need for you to involve yourself.
Is what I'm hearing true?
Yes, but it was strategic. It was all part of
Lied? You manipulated? You made this all about you!
Braun, let's go hash this out over steaks.
No, I don't care about your personal vendettas, and I don't care about WWE suspensions. I'm gonna do what you couldn't and shut this man up by beating him again. This time at WrestleMania.
Braun Breaker has made the call himself. We have a WrestleMania main event.
The man we once called the Archetype gets the shot he's been waiting a year for.
Will this be the ultimate finish to his comeback story, or will he fall flat on his face again?
We won't have to wait long to find out.
Wow. So Heyman actually let you off the leash?
This coming from the guy he's had dancing on a string all year.
Yeah? Well, as much as he didn't want this, he led me straight to you.
You've taken a long walk just to get the same result. But after burning all those bridges, Aldis, Pierce, Hector, I guess I can't blame you for being jealous that I've still got someone in my corner. And what did all this get you? Another shot at the guy who already sent you packing.
Sent me packing? You left me breathing. That was your mistake.
Yeah. So you could whine all year about how I broke you. That's the difference between me and you. I win and move on. You lose and make it a lifestyle.
Better than coasting off your daddy's name in Heyman's brain. You've been playing champ while he holds the map. You tried to break me once. This time, I'm the one doing the breaking. And I'm not stopping at the bell.
We've all seen the sad comeback tour. You try to show how tough you are in some wannabe underground street fight. Expect us all to run away because you beat up an old man? Then go tell some campfire ghost stories with the Wyatts. While you spent a year embarrassing yourself, I was defending my title over and over and over again.
Just because you walked in here on your own doesn't mean you're still not hiding behind Heyman's shield. Picking your opponents, your matches.
I can beat any opponent in any match.
How about I name the terms then? Do you want to go run and ask Mr. Heyman if that's okay?
Heyman is an advisor outside of the ring. Inside the ring, it's all me. I don't care what kind of match it is. It ends the same way our last meeting ended. Me as champion and everyone telling you it's time to retire. Name your terms.
Last man standing. No pinfalls, no flukes, just you, too broken to get up.
I kept you down for 365 days. 10 seconds won't be a problem.
Funny thing about comebacks, everyone watches the start, everybody watches the end, but a lot of people miss the middle.
You're not gonna give me some nonsense about how getting there is half the fun, are you?
No, just saying it was a long road to get here, but here we are. Main event, WrestleMania.
Jealous?
You're going up against Paul Heyman. I know what it's like to have him in your corner, and I know what it's like to be across from his golden child. Nobody is better at elevating a wrestler's strengths and hiding their weaknesses than Paul Heyman.
Must be nice.
Oh, it is, trust me. I know as well as anyone what he brings, the good and the bad. You've got to wonder what would have changed if you had said yes to him. Between you and me, if you could go back.
No, never. There's a reason I turned him down then. That hasn't changed. I don't need someone scripting my path for me.
No, not now anyway. But maybe someday. Anyway, good luck out there. Well, you got your match. Braun Breaker, WrestleMania. And all it cost you was your soul. And Hector's. And any shred of respect I had for you. We were friends. And you attacked me. Why? For getting in your way? For trying to remind you of who you were? You know, all those years you were off making movies and chasing that dream, I kept my word that whenever you wanted to come back, I'd get you back in. And I did. And I wish I hadn't. I sure hope it was worth it.
It will be when I win.
Will it? You know, in life you don't get do-overs. But if you could, if you had a chance to go back and change just one decision, one moment that sent you off course, you're telling me you wouldn't?
Maybe. I didn't want it to be this way, but I had to make choices. I had to sacrifice. I had to get here. And I'm sorry, but ultimately, that's what matters.
It's not. Not entirely. Look, anything can happen out there tonight. Last man standing? One of you was walking out, but that won't be the only thing they remember. Your legacy is about not only where you ended up, but how you got there.
Just like everyone else, it sounds like you can't wait to watch.
I never said who I was pulling for.
Here to wish me luck, Aldous?
We both know luck hasn't gotten you this far. If it were up to me, you'd still be suspended. Actually, let's be honest, you'd be fired.
Starting to sound like you're rooting against me, Nick.
As a general manager, I'm required to remain impartial. But as a man, I would very much enjoy watching Braun Breaker drop you on your smug, condescending face.
You're welcome for the ratings. Now do your job and stay out of the way while I steal the show.
following contest is a last man standing match and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
From contender to outcast and back, his winding road is led here.
I've said it before. I don't like how the archetype got here. He skipped the line, caused chaos, forced the rematch.
But he did get here, Booker. That's the point. He made people listen. Now he's got a last man standing match that he wanted on the biggest stage of them all.
There's a difference between getting here and belonging here. Tonight, we find out which one it is.
After a year of waiting, we finally see who is the last man standing. The champion is here, and so is the mastermind behind him.
Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman have spent the last year with an absolute stranglehold on the entire WWE roster.
Yeah, but he's let himself get talked into a last-second, last man standing match. I can't see how this was part of the game plan for WrestleMania.
Breaker hopes to leave WrestleMania the same way he did last year, with the WWE Championship.
Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 400 pounds, Leah! And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, Braun Breaker!
The unification of the World Championship and WWE Championship in 2002 brought us the undisputed title.
The one title to rule them all.
Breaker has taken on every challenger that stepped up over the past year, but none like this.
You mean every challenger that Paul Heyman pre-selected? That is until this challenger forced his way in.
And now we find out if the so-called archetype can knock off the champ without respect, without rules, and without regret. watch out, man. He gets into a headlock position. Whoa.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there. Dueling reversals. Countered right when it was needed. Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
And he chooses to leave the ring.
Uh-oh, clearing off our announce table now.
Everyone better stand back.
Look at that insult to injury with that one.
What is it about our desk that attracts superstars to it?
Lights out, DDT connects.
So hard, it shook the whole table.
12 months of waiting, leading to one final countdown.
Later.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Talk about ill-advised. Went for that high risk, but got absolutely no reward.
And a standing moonsault.
And that is not supposed to look that easy, ladies and gentlemen.
And that'll stop the count.
But still on spaghetti legs from the looks of things. That took real effort.
Turns it around. Into the barricade.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Uh-oh.
Great wherewithal to dodge there.
Targeting the arm to great effect.
Oh, an absolutely disrespectful act of aggression.
Making way toward the top rope. Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Blast off!
Diving forearm smash.
Breaker is out of the way. Oh, fought that off with the stiff elbow, man. Kick right to the face.
The champ looking a little worse for wear. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Grabbing the table here, and I'm sure it's not long for the world in this match. Baker is locked in on his opponent now.
Clothesline! Going outside. What's he got planned here?
He's got a plan in mind, and a table is the key ingredient.
Brutal knee right to the face.
And getting back to his feet ends the count. This last man standing match rolls on.
Down with the Falcon Arrow.
The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
Every attack hits harder this deep into the match. Staying up on your feet is only gonna get more difficult. Rising up to answer the count.
But certainly looking worse for wear. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night.
What's Braun about to manufacture? The table definitely connected on that one.
Taking that move on the table, there is no way they're going to be 100% coming out of this match.
Is this it? Is this going to be the final count?
Time's practically standing still now.
Looks like Cody Rhodes has not forgotten about the shovel attack.
You have to wonder if this is Heyman's last roadblock.
But where is he?
Cody's in the ring. He's inserting himself right into the action.
Looking to get creative with a steel chair. They want to snap the arm in two, and this may do it.
Oh my God, superhuman power. And this isn't about ending the match, I can tell you that.
But well aware of how debilitating.
And the anguish on his face continues. Tapping out isn't going to save him here. Being placed in the corner here. Counters with an attack on Breaker.
Boom! It's okay, they weren't that pretty anyway.
Oh! And he manages to escape just in the nick of time. He's able to get back to his feet here.
And this fight will carry on. On the chair, projected right to their face.
Carrying himself like a true superstar who knows how good he is.
Taking this match to the outside. Piercing knee decimates the face. Heyman can't find any reprieve right now.
Heyman has to weather a storm here.
Now looking to do battle right here in front of us. The challenger's hopes are fading.
Not much left to give or take when you reach this point in the match.
Whoa! The height on that moonsault!
Unexpected agility, and that's going to cave in a chest for sure.
Driven into the barricade.
Grabbing the title, and I think someone is going to get real up close and personal with him soon. These guys had each other scouted from the start. Neither one of them making this an easy match.
Nice counter from Breaker. It isn't over yet. Answering the count, the match goes on. And now thrown back into the ring.
Off the ropes, there's a reversal. Good God! Picked out of midair into a power slam.
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair. Bam!
Ooh, one step ahead there.
in, guillotine applied.
This isn't going to win the match, but it's already doing some major damage.
There's no shame in tapping out here.
It's a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it. Belly-to-belly suplex.
They poured it all out in the ring tonight, and the WWE Universe is showing their rowdy appreciation. Quick thinking right there.
Spear championship execution right there. Placed up on top of the turnbuckle. He's gonna die.
And Breaker's showcasing his arsenal.
And I bet Braun is looking to inflict more damage too. The steel chair does not get much more classic than that. Now gonna utilize that chair to ramp up the damage. Oh, this is interesting. The chair involved in an armbar now.
The submission is applied, but won't win the match.
It might be better if he taps now and prevents serious damage.
Wait, hold on, look at this. And he's found a way out of the hold. Oh.
Round and round, back and forth they go, and they still seem to be no end in sight. These two superstars are throwing everything they've got at each other.
Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Not sure why you'd want to touch your opponent here, but that stopped the count. Bang! He finds a counter.
Just tackling them down.
Just a relentless assault from Braun.
This is Breaker looking at his best.
That is an absolutely terrifying looking shovel. Nothing golden about it.
Caught an elbow to the gut for that effort. Sent out of the ring the hard way. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Look in his eyes. This isn't going to be good. He's got nasty plans in mind. Reversal from Braun. And you know what's next, guys? After the tag.
And now just buried underneath the rubble of our announce desk.
And they could be buried down there for a long time.
I truly cannot remember. The last time I saw a match of this caliber.
Truly the highest praise possible. These superstars from the top.
The champion is willing to take every risk tonight.
And he's up. The ref's count is broken.
And now the realization is setting in. It's going to take a lot more damage to keep him down. Looks like he's trying to regain some control here.
Yeah, showing he's got some fight left in him. Oh, what a moonsault.
Catapulting down on the opponent. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Uh-oh. Oh, crash and burn.
Took that high risk, but just got a whole lot of nothing for it.
Plus landed awkwardly. Could be seriously injured now.
Reverse the situation with an elbow.
Clothesline.
And he saw that coming from Braun. Looks like he's coming back in. No count out as he takes things out of the ring. Clearing the desk off.
Better get to safety, boys. Look how it's getting up there. This could be it. This could be the end of the ride.
The ref took the brunt of that one.
Serious impact with the barricade.
Delivered into the barricade.
Boom!
We might be mere seconds away from the close of this brutal match.
Caught that and reversed it.
Strong punch to the midsection.
Ooh, great anticipation.
Gut check.
That's Breaker doing what he does best in steamrolling over the competition.
Grab the belt. Not sure how they're going to use it, though.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Action now spilling to the ringside area in front of us here.
Sit smack into our table, man.
Dragging his opponent off onto the announce desk. No. Look at all this wreckage.
There's no holding back. They're set on destroying each other.
Title in hand and perhaps looking for a target.
Referee's count at 7.
Only a few seconds left. He clearly has... The moment that Paul Heyman feared the most just happened on the grandest stage of them all.
Nonetheless, we have a new, undisputed WWE Champion.
I don't agree with how he got here, and these fans don't either.
Any criticism that Paul Heyman coddled or protected Bron Breakker, that's just going to get louder.
Hold that thought, Wade. What is Paul Heyman doing?
He's heading back to the ring.
Heyman does not know when to quit.
The champ senses something's up.
Is Paul Heyman begging to jump ship?
This is a pivotal moment that could shape the rest of the champion's career and the future of WWE.
Listen to me.
Get up. Let's do this.
Yes.
After everything the archetype has been through, how can he forget all that inside with Heyman?
He's not forgetting. Those are the reasons he's doing it.
Like it or not, the archetype and Paul Heyman now sit at the top of WWE.
For Booker T, Wade Barrett, Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and this has been WrestleMania.
I don't want you to freak out, but did you notice that Paul Heyman, your sworn enemy, is standing right over there?
Yeah, we teamed up. Have you been living under a rock?
In Saudi Arabia? No. But you should know, Paul Heyman has been known to play mind games, and those are my third least favorite type of games. Right after blame and reindeer, those fancy donkeys cheat.
I imagine there's a point pinballing around in that skull looking for a way out?
You know what kind of games I do like? Video games. I mean, if this was a video game, you'd have lots of options. In fact, there'd probably be a whole menu just called options. And after you figure out how to exit that menu, you could go back and try the whole game again. You'd give up your championship, but think of all the new choices you could make. I mean, you could try not attacking me with the shovel. That might be a neat choice, at least for one of us. There's tons of new things you could do, and all you'd have to do is try and believe and click on some text if it popped up on the screen.
I don't know how you did that, but I guess I'll give it a try.
Nice. Good luck. Choose right. Don't let the time bugs bite.
WrestleMania is indeed the grandest stage of them all.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
Champions are crowned, rivalries finished, moments made that will live forever. But what happens the night after can change everything. The Raw after WrestleMania is a night for history-making debuts. Overwhelming reactions. And once-in-a-lifetime showdowns that change the course of the WWE Universe.
We're just getting started. What a night it's gonna be.
It's also a night for monumental returns.
Rusev is back! They somehow make a little noise!
Tonight will be no different as we see the long-awaited return of the Archetype, thrust right back into the championship spotlight.
The Archetype wants a shot at my client's championship? This is going to be the shortest comeback in WWE history.
The Archetype returns tonight on the Raw After Mania.
The greatest underdog the world has ever known, Rey Mysterio. What Rey lacks in size, he more than makes up for in heart. And he is the most recognized luchador in wrestling history.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
I can guarantee this match is about to be one big highlight. It's Batista.
And his opponent from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, Batista!
Don't judge a book by its cover. He has an extremely high in-ring IQ on top of being an absolute powerhouse. Understandable as a man who sat beneath the learning tree of legends like Rey Mysterio and Triple H.
Cole, do you realize what a win would mean for this gentleman tonight?
Oh my God, you could make your career in one night if you knock off the legend.
The fists are flying and this crowd is hot.
Cooler heads possibly prevailing now.
You can't believe that. These two are just taking a breather before they go back at it again.
Oh man, he has that insatiable look in his eyes.
Look at it catch him off guard.
Well, how the turntables.
Countered into a new cover. He kicks out almost immediately.
I honestly do not know what took him so long.
With a DDT!
The springboard attack fails to land.
Attacking the knee.
Their opponent all the way across the ring. That is a lot of ground to cover. And they're not finished yet. Spine first again. Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today.
Jump with the surprise chop block. Wow.
Backs.
Uh-oh. He knew just what to do.
Driven into the ground with that bulldog.
He's heading back to the ring.
Bulldog. Oh, that just busted him wide open.
Batista finds the advantage.
Oh, jarring back elbow. No, pin attempt here.
Strong kick out there.
Not even a 2 count. Still holding strong here.
And Batista looking like a true huntsman now. We could be moments away from that final kill shot. Boom! DDT.
That there showed as massive as Batista is, he's not impenetrable.
Yeah, as Mysterio was putting his veteran instincts to work there.
Oh, that.
The animal looking for it. Here it comes. Batista bomb.
Will Mysterio get back up?
Makes a cover. It's over. Brutality finally comes to an end. These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, the Animal Batista!
Rey Mysterio coming up short in this contest.
Batista was confident coming into this match, and that confidence is what translated into him having his arm raised.
Evil has been unmasked. After a decade of destruction, the WWE Universe finally able to look into the eyes of fear itself.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 320 pounds, Kane!
300 plus pounds, nearly 7 feet tall. And he hits like a truck that's fueled by fire and brimstone. No escaping the rage of Kane. The high-flying Hall of Famer.
And his opponent from Sanford, North Carolina, Lita.
You know, so many of today's top women stars say they were inspired by Lita. The likes of Becky Lynch, Bayley, Liv Morgan. Yeah, but Lita wants to be more than just an inspiration. Lita wants to remain a top WWE and prove she is still at the top of her game. Dropping the gloves right away. We got a hockey fight on our hands.
It is exactly what I want to see, man. Two warriors throwing hands.
Hot start. We're not even close to the end yet. And he retaliates. And it seems like you have to be at least a little sadistic to be victorious in an ODQ match. Oh, come on, Cole. It's not about being sadistic. It's about being smart. There's no safety net and no disqualification match, and that's a big factor in succeeding. There's nothing sadistic about it.
He's taking things outside now. Headed out to the arena floor now.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Dragging out the table. He's definitely got something big planned here.
Taking this fight back into the ring.
And he's able to avoid. That offense.
She's returning fire. Stops the kick. Where's line? Climbing to the top. What's he faking? Oh! Boom! He pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Face first.
with so much force.
He's able to reverse it.
These two battling to a dead heat with these reversals. And that failed to hit the mark, using the arm like a billy club.
All the way down, falling powerbomb. She breaks the count quick.
That kick out took a lot of energy.
Slam. And he turned it around.
Ferocious power slam. Setting up the table here. Who knows what he has planned?
She countered that into her own offense.
Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own.
She's making the climb to the top rope.
Up high!
Good Lord! Taking flight!
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
And gets tossed back into the mat. He's looking a little wobbly here, guys. And now the shoulders down. This might be it. Kicks out after one.
Somehow they still manage to have enough energy for a relatively quick kick out.
Getting raided with a succession of strikes.
Barbaric clubbing blow.
What a way to get out of that one. Power slam.
Avoided any damage, lad.
Oh, clothesline. She's just looking to survive now.
Oh yeah, she's in really rough shape right now. And I don't know how much longer she can last.
Leading with a kick to the midsection.
DDT.
That's that. Game, set, match. Here's the pin. Oh, rolled the shoulder out at the last moment.
This is absolute insanity.
Just a battering strike.
This has been an absolute war of attrition.
And neither superstar is willing to surrender. Oh, what a clothesline. Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
He slipped out of the way there.
Pretty drop kick. Middle rope forearm on point. He has to be in a world of hurt here.
But I think the real question is, how much more can anyone survive? Stopped cold with a fist right in the face.
The peak of punishment there, and Kane relishing in that fact.
She evades the attack.
Fly. Well, there she goes. And Lita spent enough time outside getting back into the ring here. With a velocity into the table.
Setting up that table, no doubt he has dangerous, painful intentions in mind here.
Using the table to cause some serious damage.
Look at that.
There's no way. This is incredible. Absolutely not. Get out of here.
Reorientating them in the corner here.
Position at top rope, heading up there. This is not going to be good. Could be catastrophic. She had that scouted. Brutal club. Oh, man. From the apron. And completely missed the mark.
What to become a highlight reel instead just became a cautionary tale.
Paying the price tremendously now.
Setting up the table here. Who knows what he has planned?
Just like that, sent out of the ring. Oh no, are they setting the table on fire? This is too damn far. Kane making his way out of the ring again. And now gets tossed into the ring. Hurricane Rana. Unbelievable athleticism. Taking steps toward the top rope.
This could do it.
Lift off.
Oh, and she doesn't connect.
Catches the kick. Clothesline.
Oh, man. And now.
Turning around with a reversal. Lita looking to fly, perhaps.
Acrobatic!
Evil Zone. That'll keep you out for good. Oh, man, this might be it. 2. Oh, she picked up the victory. Picked up the victory. Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
Here is your winner,